Today, our topic is the philosophy of Zeno, the founder of Stoicism. Zeno of Citium was a man who lived over 2,000 years ago. But his ideas about life, happiness, and how to face challenges are still very relevant today. Zeno was the founder of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. His teachings are not just old words from the past. They are practical tools that can help us navigate the ups and downs of modern life. Let's dive into his philosophy and see how it can inspire and motivate us to live better lives. Zeno was born in Cyprus around 334 BCE. His life took a dramatic turn when he was shipwrecked near Athens. This event, which might seem like a disaster, actually became the starting point of his journey as a philosopher. He lost almost everything in that shipwreck, but instead of giving up, he decided to rebuild his life. He walked into a bookstore in Athens, picked up a book about Socrates, and became deeply inspired. This moment changed his life, and he began studying philosophy. Later, he started teaching his own ideas, which became the foundation of Stoicism. The central idea of Stoicism is that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. Life is full of unexpected events, some good, some bad. We might lose a job, face a health problem, or experience the loss of a loved one. These things are often beyond our control, but Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is where our true freedom lies. Zeno believed that the key to happiness is understanding the difference between what we can and cannot control. Imagine you are stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to get angry and frustrated, or you can accept the situation and use the time to relax or think. This simple idea can make a big difference in how we experience life. Another important concept in Stoicism is the idea of living in harmony with nature. Zeno and other Stoic philosophers believe that everything in the universe is connected and follows a natural order. By understanding this order and accepting it, we can find peace and contentment. This doesn't mean we should just sit back and do nothing. Instead, it means we should focus on what is within our power and let go of what is not. For example, if you are working hard to achieve a goal, you should do your best, but you should also accept that some things are out of your hands. If you fail, it's not the end of the world. You can learn from the experience and move forward. Zeno also taught that we should not let our emotions control us. Emotions like anger, fear, and sadness are natural, but they can often lead us to make poor decisions. Instead of letting these emotions take over, we should try to understand them and respond in a rational way. This doesn't mean we should suppress our emotions or pretend they don't exist. It simply means we should not let them dictate our actions. For example, if someone insults you, your first reaction might be to get angry and insult them back. But if you pause and think, you might realize that their words don't define you, and reacting with anger will only make things worse. By staying calm and rational, you can maintain your dignity and avoid unnecessary conflict. One of the most powerful ideas in Stoicism is the concept of focusing on the present moment. Zeno believed that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so the only moment we truly have is the present. Worrying about what might happen tomorrow or regretting what happened yesterday only takes away from the joy of living now. This doesn't mean we should ignore the future or forget the past. Planning for the future and learning from the past are important, but we should not let them dominate our thoughts. Instead, we should focus on what we can do right now to make our lives better. For example, if you are feeling stressed about an upcoming exam, instead of worrying about the result, you can focus on studying and doing your best in the present moment. Zeno also believed in the importance of virtue. In Stoicism, virtue is not just about being a good person. It is about living in accordance with reason and nature. The four main virtues in Stoicism are wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Wisdom means understanding what is truly important in life and making good decisions. Courage means facing challenges and difficulties with strength and resilience. Justice means treating others fairly and with respect. Self-control means managing our desires and emotions so that they do not control us. By practicing these virtues, we can live a life of purpose and meaning. Another important aspect of Stoicism is the idea of accepting what we cannot change. Zeno taught that suffering often comes from resisting the natural flow of life. When we try to control things that are beyond our power, we only create more stress and frustration. Instead, we should accept the things we cannot change and focus on what we can do. For example, if you are diagnosed with a serious illness, you might feel scared and helpless. But instead of dwelling on the things you can't control, you can focus on taking care of yourself, following your treatment plan, and finding joy in the moments you have. This doesn't mean you should give up or stop fighting. It simply means you should direct your energy toward what is within your power. Zeno's philosophy also emphasizes the importance of community and relationships. He believed that we are all part of a larger whole, and that we have a responsibility to care for one another. This means being kind, compassionate, and understanding toward others, even when they make mistakes or act in ways we don't agree with. By building strong relationships and contributing to the well-being of others, we can create a better world for everyone. Finally, Zeno taught that we should not be afraid of death. In Stoicism, death is seen as a natural part of life. It is not something to be feared, but something to be accepted. By accepting the inevitability of death, we can focus on living a meaningful life and making the most of the time we have. This doesn't mean we should be reckless or take unnecessary risks. It simply means we should not let the fear of death prevent us from living fully. In conclusion, the philosophy of Zeno and Stoicism offers us a practical and powerful way to navigate the challenges of life. By focusing on what we can control, living in harmony with nature, practicing virtue, and accepting what we cannot change, we can find peace, happiness, and meaning. These ideas are not just theoretical, they are tools that we can use every day to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. Life is full of ups and downs, but with the wisdom of Stoicism, we can face it with strength, courage, and resilience. Remember, the key to a good life is not in avoiding difficulties, but in how we respond to them. As Zeno taught us, true freedom and happiness come from within. So, let us take these lessons to heart and strive to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Let us focus on the present, accept what we cannot change, and build strong, meaningful relationships. And most importantly, let us remember that no matter what challenges we face, we have the power to choose how we respond. This is the essence of Stoicism, and it is a philosophy that can guide us toward a life of purpose, peace, and fulfillment.